Hey guys, you're watching or listening to the Shift Training Podcast,
where we talk about personal development, we talk about physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, and overall well-being.
And today we're going to be wrapping up the Power series with the power of hard work. Okay, so today we'll start with an open discussion about the power of hard work. So Vaughn, what are your thoughts on hard work?
Hard work. For me, hard work is all about, I think hard work is the formula to become a successful individual. I think is...
Well, let's define success. How do you define success?
Define success. If, as we talk about, if you are holistically working on your mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationship, and all that.
That's like prosperous, like whole.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
I think that I agree with that definition as my own personal definition. I'm looking for prosperity. That's success to me. But I think for most people, at least here in America, our definition of success is basically winning. So you aim at something and you get it. Do you consistently aim at stuff and then you get it? Well, then, yeah, you're kind of winning. So we would say that's success in America. And I would definitely say hard work is still true of either case, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. And I think there's a distinction between winning, it's a success, and also happiness. You can be successful, but you don't per se be happy.
You can be winning and not happy.
Exactly.
Winning and not happy.
Yeah, I think it is a formula, like I mentioned, to have a successful, purposeful, meaningful life. You need that hard work. If we think about it, all those great individuals or successful individuals, they all have something in common, and that is hard work.
Hard work, yes. Hard work key to fulfillment, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think... go ahead.
Go ahead.
Not go off to you, sir.
Oh, sir. All right. I think it's so easy to idealize or get mesmerized by our idols because of the accolades or the accomplishments that they have, but we don't really see what's happening behind the scenes. The hard work or the effort, the time, the energy that they have to put in to have a great work at their craft.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Can't see the time clocked. But you know what I think is a good example of, we always say happiness. People are chasing happiness, but I don't think they're chasing happiness. I think they're chasing fulfillment, meaning, purpose, all the other stuff. They think they're chasing happiness because happiness equates to fulfillment, supposedly, but not really. Win the lotto. It's not going to solve everything. It's not going to change everything. It's going to create some new dynamics that'll solve some of your financial things, but it doesn't mean you'll be fulfilled. Think about another good example. If you ever listen to stories, which I like to, for example, a podcast called How I Built This, the stories of successful entrepreneurs, some of them came from other businesses. So they did something, they built something, they sold it. They had enough money, they could retire. They could just, indulge and be happy all the time forever. They just get bored after a while and then they go find something new that's meaningful and purposeful because that winning by itself with no hard work, like they did the hard work, they earned it, right? They earned it. But the idea that you would stop working hard, bore them out of their mind and made them go create something new.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting key point on what you said, how on the lottery, there's a high percentage that when they win the lotto, there's a percentage where they become depressed, like 80% become depressed.
And lose the money.
All
it goes away.
Yeah, and I think that's a great analogy.
Tight. So let's get to some questions about hard work.
Cool. All right. Next question. How does perseverance play a role on the expansion of one's own being? Okay.
So to expand the being... perseverance. All right, cool. So perseverance is relevant to the expansion of your being because, and this is relevant to hard work because in hard work, sometimes you got to persevere. You got to keep going. Think about perseverance as constantly pressing. If everything you are is in this container and you're constantly pressing, you're going to naturally expand. Perseverance serves directly in correlation to expansion. Now, there are some times where that's not true. It depends on the type of expansion or type of perseverance. So for example, if you're persevering in things that challenge you in a way that leads to growth, then great. If you're persevering in things that are completely destructive, like just completely tearing you down, and when I say you, I mean the true essence of your being, not your ego. If your ego is getting torn down, honestly, you're probably expanding because that ego's in the way. Clearing rubble, like Michelangelo would say, he's freeing the artwork from the rock. That's kind of what destruction of the ego is. It's freeing yourself. So if that's happening, you're expanding. But if something's actually truly breaking and crushing your spirit and you're just persevering through it, let's say like a very bad relationship, that's probably not a good idea. That's where perseverance will not serve you. But for the most part, perseverance in anything that challenges you to grow, that has you reach outside your comfort zone, it's going to lead to the expansion of your being.
Yeah, I like that. There's always balance where you need to step back and reflect and see if you really need to persevere in this particular, activity or action that you're doing. And I think for me, perseverance is, there will be days that you'll feel lazy, uninspired, unmotivated. But this is where that perseverance comes in. And it's completely normal to feel that way. And there will be some failures along your journey, but we need to recognize that there are lessons in here. And if you have perseverance, the mindset that we need to have is, if I fail today, I can try again tomorrow.
You keep going, guys. So next question that I have is, what is the benefit of doing something tough daily? What does that do for us?
I think personally, it builds resilience. Builds resilience. Anything that you do, something that's tough, something that is this uncomfortable, or this has this comfort, it builds confidence. It thickens our skins.
I agree. Confidence, 100%. Resilience and confidence. I think those are two key things. Most people would love to be able to better take on things. And I know everybody generally likes to feel more confident or more capable or believe in themselves. You start to build credit with yourself. This helps you in regards to like integrity. Okay. It's easier to remain or operate within integrity when you believe that by doing so, you'll still succeed. I think generally the only time we waver in terms of integrity is when we don't believe that will do well still operating within integrity.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. So doing something tough daily is going to help you build that resilience. You're going to build up that confidence. It's going to help with the integrity. It's going to make you more stable or solid as a person. You're going to be able to show up and believe in your ability. Even when you have your doubts, you're more likely to stick with it just because you understand that doing the tough thing will enable you. It will empower you.
Yeah, as we all know, when you get out of that comfort zone, that's where the growth happens.
Yeah.
So
it's also when the fear comes in. You got to decide if it's tough or not. You got to do it. It's tough, but you got to do it.
So how does avoiding hard work hinders or cripple us?
By doing the exact opposite of doing something tough. So it will deteriorate your confidence. It will weaken your resistance. Think of this kind of like your immune system. No exposure to anything doesn't give your immune system a chance to learn and do something for you, right? So if you're constantly avoiding hard work, trust me, there's no way you're getting through life. I mean, the odds would be just retarded. So I would say most people just don't even bet on the fact that, and I know I probably shouldn't say that word, but just know that you're not likely to make it through life without some hard work. So last thing you want to do is come across one of the biggest challenges in your life or something that means the most to you and have no experience with hard work. You're guaranteed to fail and miss out on something that means a lot to you. So the best thing you can do is continue to prepare, continue to take action, move towards the things that are tough, that are difficult or challenging. Because again, avoiding them is going to make you you have less confidence and credit with yourself because you're subconsciously, whether you acknowledge it or not, you're going to see that, well, I run every time. I flee every time. I can bet my best dollar, my last dollar, that I won't see it through. And if that's the case, it's going to be hard to really appreciate yourself.
Yeah, I think this is all about perspective too. It's ironic how when you do things that are easy in life ironically becomes harder.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do the harder things in life, life becomes easier.
Facts.
Yeah, I think maybe an example of this is if you are someone who's making their meals, it takes some time, takes some energy, but there's a benefit long term. But if you are someone who wants it easy, just buy junk food, and that's easy to just eat. But there's a repercussion in the future. You'll catch many diseases. You feel more lethargic, lazy. You can't really optimize your cognitive function, physical abilities.
That's true. And yeah, you'll just feel like crap. And if you don't want to feel like crap, you gotta do some hard work, like start learning how to cook or take care of yourself a little better, right? That's not that bad, honestly, guys. It pays out really, really well. Small investment.
Yeah, all right. So what are the few ways to update our relationship with hard work?
I think that this depends on where you're at and what your perspective is currently. So if you view hard work as a negative thing, I'm trying to think of when I thought the same, and it was a very long time ago, so it's hard for me to recall. But what I can do is I'll offer my perspective now. My perspective is that hard work makes me better, period.
Mm-hmm.
I get better when I practice hard, train hard. Granted, it's smart. You want to do it, you want to make sure it's a good way to go. But once it's pretty good, go hard.
Mm-hmm.
You get back in return what you put in. And that's how I view hard work. So if I never do any hard work, I should never expect any true gems to form in my life. Diamonds, that's heat and pressure for diamonds, right? So if I want more diamonds, I want more gems in my life, more amazing moments, I do hard work. So that's my relationship. My relationship is, hey, hard work. I know that if I spend quality time with you, amazing things are going to happen. If I avoid you, I know that I'm going to get weaker. Almost like kryptonite. It's just going to bring me down.
I like that. And I think for me, I look at it this way, that discomfort that I feel is something temporary, it's ephemeral. But I know if I do it, the reward is so much fulfilling, more, you feel more happy about it.
It's long lasting.
Exactly. It's like working out. When you work out, there will be days that you don't feel like working out. You feel lazy. You just want to watch Netflix or YouTube or whatever it is that you want to do. But you already experienced this when you feel lazy and you went to the gym, you finish your workout, you feel proud of yourself, you feel accomplished, you've accomplished something that's hard.
Or if you were like putting off errands and then you finally do them, great relief after you're done doing whatever assignment or task you gave yourself. You're like, all right, don't got to think about that or worry about that no more. Get to move on to the next thing.
Exactly, anything. And if it's not gonna be done if it's gonna be done in 2 minutes, just do it.
Just do it. Don't put it off. Is there anything else you want to share about hard work?
Hard work, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, more.
Hard work. I mean, guys, hard work's important. It's relevant. Do it. Stop avoiding it. It's bad for you. It's good to get some, as Jocko would say. Really been listening to much Jocko lately. It's really got me pumped. All right, guys. So, Vaughn, where can they find us?
Hey, don't forget to follow us on our social media, Shift on Your Life. And don't forget to subscribe on our podcast and our YouTube.
All right, guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to check us out. And we hope that you have a fantastic day.